us as kick-ass. This is the show other radio shows fear. Are you ready to have fun?
I'm so ready.
The fun starts now.
They fear the show because they're all full of shit. That's why.
Oh, they got poopy pants.
They got poopy pants, man. Tucker Carlson's interview with Vladimir Putin was going to be tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on X. And they're so afraid they're now rolling out that fat, ugly, broad frickin' Hillary Clinton.
Oh, Lord.
She is such a tool, man. And anybody who follows the Democratic Party, they're tools too. They're all tools.
They're all tools.
They are. You know, I
single
seen
one of
this one thing on Twitter about this pastor, and he ran the Democratic Party through the frickin' ground, dude. They're evil. The Democratic Party are evil. They have been throughout the history of the United States. And he let it all loose, man. I was like, holy shit.
I'm going to have to hang a dream catcher above our daughter's bed. Guess why?
Why?
Because it'll take out the evil Democratic spirits.
You know what? Sometimes I wonder just how much ignorant people are. They can't think for themselves. You know, they believe in all the propaganda that's going on. You know what? Tucker Carlson's a damn journalist. You're supposed to go get all sides. And they're freaking out. He's a communist spy. The EU is actually thinking about sanctioning him for doing his job.
What the hell?
And you got fat ass Hillary Clinton out there.
Oh, because she's such a she's such a
You know what?
joy.
The best thing that can happen is they disappear.
What, the Clintons?
Yeah, you know, you imagine they're both going to hell. They are. They're evil people.
They need to leave.
I don't like them.
Dude, nobody likes Hillary. And if they do, something's wrong with them.
Well, that's the problem with society nowadays. There's a lot of problems with people because they believe they're so uneducated that they'll believe anything anybody says to them.
But, okay, here's a question, though. When Clinton was in office, didn't the U.S. run a little bit better? Like as far as jobs and
well,
like
that's
all
because
that
he was
stuff?
a traditional fucking Southern Democrat at that point. Then you let all these freaks in here,
Yeah.
and next thing you know,
then he changes his ways.
next thing you know, they support men boxing women and all that shit. I'm sorry, I'm not on that transgender bullshit train.
Oh, that's all right. There's a college volleyball team that's getting major issues right now because they have 6 transgenders on the female volleyball team.
You know what
And
my
they're
question
being
is?
accused of cheating.
Why don't all these girl athletes just say, we're done. We're not competing.
We're not going to play.
That's the
something.
first thing they should do.
Hey,
We're not doing it. You know what? We used to consider it a mental illness years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden it's like a freaking cult.
It's like the norm.
You got a bunch of dudes acting like a bunch of girls. Come on.
It's because they couldn't get any when they were dudes.
No, it's because they're weak. Oh, I can't place anywhere. And it comes back to the whole point of everybody deserves a trophy. We started the bullshit.
Yeah, I think that's so bogus.
And now that they can't win their trophy, they got to go around and try to act like something they're not.
I'm so against that. Everybody gets a trophy thing. Everybody gets a participation trophy. No. Teach your kids how it is. First, second, third, done. Call it a day.
There you go. You know, I also seen this interview on YouTube about this dude that's dating a transgender, and he's out there. I ain't gay. No, bullshit. You sucking on a pecker. Shut up.
Unless that transgender is fully changed.
It don't matter. You're still a dude. No matter how you spin the crap, it's a dude. And now you're letting them compete in boxing? Come on.
Well, they're competing.
That's the Democratic Party right there
They're
for you.
competing in boxing. They're competing in volleyball. They're competing in track. I mean, they're everywhere now.
And it ain't right. The girls should just say, well, we're not competing. We're not going to throw the event. We're not doing it. And the parents should be the first ones there saying, nope, ain't happening. I know I wouldn't let my daughter play against one.
I mean, it's
But of course, I'm
People-
politically incorrect. I'm the one with the Confederate flag on the hat now.
well, people don't realize that men and women have different body strengths, and a man is going to have more power behind.
But the whole point is the Democratic Party is an evil bunch of people.
True.
Everything that has happened in this country has been because of them. Everything. And what's even more funny is if you look at an actual map of the United States, it's only the big cities where their party's at.
Yeah.
There, you know what? There was a Democrat that was just arrested for mail-in voting fraud. They're going to try to steal this fucking election again. And if anybody thinks that cocksucker won legitimately, is a fool. Dude just said he was talking to the German chancellor the other day. Problem was, dude died 15 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think he needs to make 4 more years.
That's what this country is. You got the Supreme Court deciding whether Trump can be on the ballot. Come on.
Well, I don't think the people nowadays bother doing their due diligence to look up information about who they're going to be voting for.
Well, the problem is, even
Let
if they
alone-
look up that information, it's all propaganda.
Let alone, sometimes I question whether or not some of the voters even know how to read, and they just see the D or the R and go with whatever. You know,
And that's the problem nowadays.
they don't know nothing. They're going to just stick to like, okay, I'm going to knock our daughter here. Only reason why she voted for Biden was because of the what? Student loan forgiveness. Had nothing to do with anything else.
And that was funny. You right before the show, you said, well, the fast food prices are through the roof. Well, that's what happens when you pay unskilled workers $20 a fucking hour.
It's ridiculous. It's like
Prices go up.
It's like you go through a drive-through nowadays, because we were making jokes, and I'm like, where are you going to take me to dinner tomorrow? And you're like, Burger King. I'm like, we dining in or going to the drive-through? And then I think it's sad because 2 people going to, let's just use Burger King as an example, it's like $40 frickin' dollars.
That's what happens when you got these Democrats raising everything. Oh, they got to make a living. You don't make a living at fucking McDonald's. That's just to start off, or if you're retired. That's all that job was about. Now all of a sudden, no, I'll make a career flipping burgers. Hey, by God, do what you got to do to work, but $20 an hour, you fucks can't even get my order right at the drive-through.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I took our son through Taco Bell the other day, and, they forgot 2 of our items. And I'm like, and of course, the one time I didn't check the bags before we left, the one time, we're halfway home and there's 2 of his items missing. So I'm just like, really?
But they're worth $20 an hour.
Exactly. And it's like, no, that's just like, come on.
And
no.
I guarantee you that interview is going to be on X tonight, but any other platform, they're going to take it down. They're going to take it down. That's just like some of the biker creators. They've been running into problems where they're getting demonetized or their stuff taken down.
Right.
Because of all the censorship.
Well, and the biggest conversation in the last 2 days has been about people, and this is just, in the area here, but I'm sure it's going to happen everywhere. People that have filed their taxes. Every single person that I have talked to, and I haven't filed the taxes yet, has to owe. They all owe this year. No one that I've spoken to are getting refunds.
That's because we're too busy trying to support that fucker in Ukraine.
Then I heard a customer make a comment that $1,800 off the top is going to the illegal immigrants.
Yeah, it's you know what? You would never see that anywhere else.
On everybody's taxes.
What do you guys like about Democrats now? Oh, dude, I'd love to debate a fucker
who is so for a Democrat.
I love to do it. That's why our daughter don't like talking to me about politics, because she has no facts.
Nah, she won't.
I
She
just
won't.
love to freaking debate somebody who's a freaking Democrat. Black Jagan won't do it with me.
No, he won't.
He won't do
You've
it.
tried.
I've tried, but and that just goes to show you, hey, they don't got facts behind their side.
So he likes Pamperhead.
He voted for him,
Wow. BDU.
but
got
he also
issues.
watches CNN, so
well,
it happens. It happens.
That's his favorite show.
But a lot of people are waking up to their crap.
Some people need to, and sometimes people need a wake-up call, like take two Democrats, smack their heads together, and call it a day.
That'd be the best thing that ever happened.
Wake up, boys and girls.
It's never going to happen, though, because people are sheep now. They don't know how to think for themselves.
Well, I don't even think they read the ballots anymore. I think they just, oh my God, I can color in bubbles. They don't even know what they're doing. And just like in high school,
And
people
it's scary that these younger generations vote.
in high school, people never knew how to deal with Scantrons either. You can't erase those. You leave a mark.
I don't know. I think it's becoming really bad out there. It really is.
It is. It's sad.
And X is a platform that, you mostly can speak your mind. They already said they're not going to censor the interview. You got to watch that on X tonight, man. Tucker Carlson. Oh, man. And you know what? That whole Mexican border deal that they were trying to work out in the Senate was a sham. It was all so they can get Ukraine their money. Enough's enough with that, man. You know what? All you people out there with your Ukrainian flags, you should be embarrassed of yourselves. Seriously. They should be embarrassed.
Are you for real? How embarrassed should they be?
And Steve's right. Their whole argument is Trump bad, MAGA bad. I hope if Trump gets in, the first damn thing he does is fire every mid-level bureaucrat in this government. Get rid of them. They're the ones that have been causing all the issues. They are. Get rid of every single one of them. And if there was a civil war, ban the Democratic Party from now on. Disband them like they did in Iraq. The Ba'ath Party or whatever it was. Can't do it anymore because they've done nothing to this country but destroy it.
Sheesh. Tell me how you really feel.
I have to. I have to. When you're going after a guy doing his job and calling him a traitor, this country's lost. This country's lost. It's, you know what? It's interesting. Is your friend trustworthy?
Yeah. That's kind of like, is your Democratic or Republican Party trustworthy?
If you really think about it, a lot of friends aren't trustworthy.
No, they're not.
They'll screw you in a heartbeat to get ahead. It's human nature, but that's what happens.
Because they don't care. Because there's way too many people out there just for themselves.
And I think it's generational that this has started to happen. Because you wouldn't have the baby boomers. They knew how to have friends. They knew how to have trust.
And then
now it's about screwing everybody over.
And to this day, those baby boomers, unless their friends are deceased, they still have the same friends from their childhood.
They do. You won't hear about that nowadays.
Mm-mm.
You do not hear about having a friend from kindergarten. Oh, maybe on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook, I got lots of friends from kindergarten. Well, I do.
But you don't even talk to them.
Nope. You get the reminder that it's their birthday, and you're like, oh, happy birthday. But you wouldn't have remembered unless it was for the reminder on Facebook.
And you never hung out with them.
Nah. Maybe y'all hang out at recess back in the day. That's about it.
Steve grew up in Massachusetts, and this is definitely not the Democratic Party of all. It's done. It's over with. It's been taken over by a bunch of Tinkerbells. And they're destroying everything around them. And we let them do it to our kids. Our daughter was not like that until that college.
No, she wasn't. Not at all. Her views have changed so much since she went through all those years of college. It's like I almost believe solely that, like you used to say, that college brainwashed her. I totally am agreeing with that at this
Ain't
point.
that funny how things at the time I said it, I'm crazy, but all of a sudden.
I didn't say you were crazy. I didn't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't want to.
I didn't want to believe it, but now I do. now I believe it.
You are hooked on phonics. It does take you a while.
It takes me a little bit. But now I'm on the same page that she was brainwashed at college.
That's just like in, what was it, December of 2019, when that shit was breaking out in China with that COVID crap.
Yeah.
What did I tell you? It was going to become a major issue. And what did you say?
Nah.
You're just paranoid.
You're paranoid.
What happened?
Well, it's still a major issue to this day. Yeah. Pandemic. Sucked. Just put on that mask and go to work. You're fine. Don't forget to get a shot. It's something.
But like I told you, you don't listen to me a lot. And then you have to come back. You're right.
You were right.
Don't you hate doing that?
Yes. I hate telling you you were right. But I do tell you if you are. I do. I just don't like telling you that.
You just don't like telling me.
No. I don't like going, you're right. I was wrong.
But is it disappointing you the way she looks at things?
It is. She's making me mental.
So she's making you mental. Is it one of those things that you would come back and say, you were right?
I already did. What the hell?
I'm talking about as far as the kids, you being too soft.
No.
You wouldn't come back and say you were right.
No.
Why not?
No. Because I like being a squishy person. Get it?
But has it helped them in real life?
No, it hasn't. I don't know. Our daughter's just whatever. She needs me to smack her head into a wall.
Kind of like you need a head. You can't be easy on these kids, and that's what that happens.
Yeah, well, it's nothing I can change now.
Nope, can't do that now.
Can't change it. Can't hit rewind. Can't
Why did you come
over.
up with this topic? Is your friend untrustworthy or trustworthy?
Is your friend trustworthy? Because of the fact that there are so many people that you can't trust nowadays, that I figured, why don't we figure out how you know whether or not the friends that you currently have are trustworthy?
Mm-hmm. That's very hard to do now.
Because it's very hard. You know, a lot of people have walls built up when it comes to having friends. They don't want to pull that wall down because of the fact that, you know, they've lost so much faith and so much trust in people that they don't know who they can and can't trust anymore.
Oh, ouch.
Which is true.
It is.
You know, it's like you don't know anymore.
I love it. I love it.
You know, you don't know if they actually want to be a true friend or whether or not they're just taking advantage of you because of who you are as a person or what you have, or, you know, you don't know.
Does that say as a society that we're at that point?
People are freaking pathetic.
Oh, China now is getting ramped up.
No, it is. It's pathetic because of the fact that, you know, the world doesn't revolve around just you as a person. The world revolves around everyone as a whole. And guess what? If you can't be trusted by one person, you probably won't be able to be trusted by anyone.
And a lot of people are okay with that.
Well, a lot of people don't care whether or not people trust them.
That's what I mean.
They don't care.
And
because
they
they're out for one thing and one thing only, and for them to raise up higher and higher and higher in, like, you know, the popular status or whatever. Dude, you ain't gonna get popular by being a jerk. You ain't gonna be popular.
Why are we even worrying about popularity and we're adults? Ain't that a bitch?
Because you know what it is, though? It's worse as adults than it is as a kid, I think.
I think you're right.
I think you can trust more people back when you were in school than you can now.
Do tell some more. Look at her go with the knowledge. She's dropping it.
I'm going to drop the mic. No, but for real, I think now as an adult, it's way more difficult to trust anybody with anything than it is when you were young and growing up. Because when you're young and growing up, you're having fun. It's carefree. You really have no worries, no nothing. You're living at home. You got your parents are paying the bills. You don't have anything to worry about. And so it's like you can live the way you do whatever you want when you want, kind of thing, kind of depending on your rents, your parents.
Mm.
You might have a curfew or whatever, but still, it's more of a carefree life. And then when you get to an adult, you have so many damn responsibilities, which, man, I don't want to be an adult anymore, damn it.
A lot of people don't even take responsibility serious.
No, they
and
don't.
And they're fucking adults.
No, they don't. And it's like, you got to realize that as an adult, you're not only responsible for yourself, but if you're, married, if you have kids, you have other responsibilities. If you have pets, you've got other responsibilities. You got responsibilities as paying your bills and, keeping yourself fed. And, vehicles. You got so many more responsibilities that you never had to think about when you were growing up.
But how does that translate into why people are snakes?
Because people are out there, unlike when you were growing up. Now people are out there. They're just out for themselves. They're out to get whatever they can get from anyone. They don't care who they hurt. They have no guilt, no regret over what they do to other people.
They think it's normal the way they act.
Exactly. And then you sit there and go, I wonder if that person was like that when they were growing up. I doubt it.
Mm.
I can guarantee those that are non-trustworthy now were totally different when they were young. In my opinion, that they were different. And then something switched in them where they decided, hey, guess what? I'm just out for me. I don't care.
I'm just going to be a prick.
I don't care about you. I don't care about you. Don't care about you. I'm out for me. I'm going to tell you all kinds of lies. I'm going to take advantage of every situation I can with you as a friend. And then I'm going to walk all over you and talk about you behind your back.
China doll dropping them bombs, baby.
But that's how it is. How many people can you count, and this is for everybody, that are in your life right now that you consider trustworthy?
Mm-hmm.
How many people seriously?
That's a good question to ask everybody.
How many people can you count? And I don't even care if it's family, friends, don't matter. Okay. How many people can you count in your life right this second that you consider trustworthy?
The only thing a lot of people care about is their social media status. I had a kid call me a boomer. They don't even know what a boomer is, these idiot kids, and tell me I suck because I don't have a lot of followers. You know what? I actually was talking to somebody the other day, and Steve is totally right. It's all about the social media now.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because we were talking about the club struggling to get numbers and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Everything's based on social media now.
It is.
They're going to get a hold of you through social media outlets. And I find it so fucking funny that you got these guys, especially on TikTok, that go and say, well, you're recruiting online. Dude, you motherfuckers are doing it. I guarantee every day, I know they're doing it. Every big ass club is recruiting through the internet right now. But you got the rah-rah boys, as Black Dragon calls it, rah-rah boys, the cheerleaders, believe in every damn thing that comes out of these guys' mouth. But they're recruiting on the internet because that's the new way of doing things is. The same thing they bashed other clubs about doing it when they started it, they're doing now. Because you would have never had it to where you had club members wearing their shit online and talking stuff. All that all that is to get people to contact them. But people are too stupid to realize that. I'm actually doing a standalone video on it saying about that.
Cool.
But that's, Steve's right. It's all about social media status now. It's about how many followers you can get to make yourself feel like you got a pecker.
Or in my case, a cooter pocket.
Or a cooter pocket for you.
Yeah, I don't have a pecker.
But I think he's right, though.
I agree with that. People are out for a higher social status, but mind you, it's on social media. It's not in not in public.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care how many friends they have when they go hang out at a bar or go over to another friend's house for a party or whatever. It's all about social media.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you see I just got 200 more friends? I don't give a shit.
Those ain't your fucking friends. You ain't going out dining with them, jackass.
I don't give a shit. Hell, I went through Facebook the other day and I started deleting people on my Facebook because I'm like, I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you.
That's why I keep all my numbers low. I have to actually know you and talk to you on my personal shit.
Yeah, my Facebook, I don't know. I keep people on there sometimes. My friggin' Instagram, I actually haven't really been on my Instagram much lately, and I haven't even been posting a lot of TikToks either. So it's like my social media visualization for people to see me has been very low.
Well, I haven't posted on Instagram, TikTok, or anything in a long time. I like X, I really do like X.
I don't go on there.
And Facebook's just to see,
what everybody's been up to.
Yeah, that's about it.
What's going on? What's going on out there? Let's just scroll
down.
But
I had to admit, man, they were right, man. It is the new thing is going through social media, the fine clubs now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I was like, damn, man, just in the couple years how it turned.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was taboo. Now it's an open secret.
Yeah.
Except for the rah-rah boys that ain't even in one. True. That want to give their fucking opinions.
They want to give their opinions that really don't matter.
I got rid of Facebook and limit my social media because I'm old and it irritates me. I think as you get older, it does. It's like, don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like every time I get notifications, because I have my notifications on for all my social media, that's when I actually go check it.
Mm-hmm.
If I see I have a notification, I've gone a couple days without checking like Instagram because there's no notifications, or my TikTok because I didn't get any notifications. I only usually check them if there's notifications on it.
That's one thing a lot of people have been asking. Well, you haven't been posting much, even on YouTube. It's because, there's only so many times that you can get censored and just say, fuck it. That's why I like, if I'm going to live stream a lot, I'll do it on X because I don't have to, none of my posts have ever been taken down on X. Not one.
Well, hell, freaking a couple nights ago, I actually deleted, I'd say about 50% of my TikTok because, like my TikTok videos, because they removed a crap ton of sounds because of some contract thing that they have with TikTok for use of sounds like professional people's songs and stuff like that. So half my videos on TikTok had no sound. The sound was removed.
And you know what? It's funny. Everybody complains about the censoring and stuff, but they still go to that platform.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm thinking, really, if I was going to do, because I haven't been on this show much.
No.
It's because I've been irritated and pissed off because every time I turn around, it's getting pulled from YouTube or censored.
And yesterday, I woke up to do the show, saw you weren't up here, so I went back to bed.
But you know what I mean? If I'm going to do a show, I'm going to want to do it on freaking X because I don't have to worry about what I say.
Yeah.
And I think that's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
I know a lot of our shows have gotten pulled
yeah,
off of YouTube, and it's irritating.
it pisses me off.
And that's usually probably why I go the route I do when I do the shows. I basically censor myself.
And you shouldn't have to do that
So I
as
don't
a
get the
host.
show pulled.
Yeah, and you shouldn't have to do that.
But then again, I've watched how when I've done shows by myself, the numbers aren't as high as if we do shows together. But hey, I don't care. I do what I got to. I do what I do because I like what I do. And if people don't want to watch it, don't watch it.
Wow. There you go.
What? It's true. I like doing the show. And if they don't like when I do it by myself, I don't care.
Who are getting you know what? You've had Black Dragon, he still ain't monetized. You know, when people think we get rich off of fucking YouTube, you're fucking stupid.
Hell nah.
You really are an ignorant person if you think creator. The only ones making money are people like Mr. Beast and the big name creators. And everybody else is making pennies on the dollar.
If that.
You're lucky to make $200 a month on something.
Yeah.
You know, the memberships help, and that basically covers equipment costs. But other than that, nobody's making a living with this shit.
The memberships usually, basically, that's what they cover is equipment. Equipment to keep the show going.
You know, but I think he's still demonetized. I know Sos was. So it's like you see that kind of shit. And it wasn't like that when I first started. You just say whatever the hell you wanted to.
Yeah.
Now with these lefty YouTube pricks, you can't say nothing.
Well, there you go. You just kicked our show.
No, it'll probably get pulled down as soon as the show's done because I was talking about dudes with dicks acting like girls.
Probably. We were knocking Democrats, so they'll probably yank it. Just saying.
And YouTube has definitely gone downhill. Creators are getting a shaft.
Yeah, I think it's funny that people think that YouTube creators make so much money because, no.
You always have to have a full-time gig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I would like just to start doing X stuff. And the thing about
I can't believe they named it that, though.
Why? Because they're the black sheep of social media because you can actually say what you say and not get hit.
Because my mind goes somewhere else.
The unfortunate thing is people won't go to X, get an account, and watch the shows they want to watch because it's something they're not used to.
Yeah,
they've been dragged into the YouTube and the TikTok bullshit. TikTok, I heard, is worse than freaking YouTube with censoring shit, them Chinese fucking slant eyes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I mean, hell,
I don't even know why it's popular over there.
I put a post up for 9/11 with, still pictures from 9/11. And even though other people on TikTok had similar postings up during 9/11, mine got taken down at violating community violations. So I don't know.
How did you like that?
I was like,
9/11, we lived through that.
Yeah, and there were pictures of, everything, that went on during that with a really good song in the background. And I seen like thousands of other people post the same kind of stuff, but mine got nagged for a community violation.
Jason asks, what drives you to keep doing this then? You know what? Lately, I haven't had any drive to do it.
Hollywood hasn't had any drive to do it. That's why you're seeing more of me than less of him.
Because I'm sick and tired of the stuff getting pulled off by these companies like YouTube, that it makes you sickening that you can't speak what you want to speak and get involved with other people's opinions.
Yeah.
That's why I've been thinking about X a lot. I love doing a show, trust me. I'll put it up there, but at the same time, there's only so much somebody can take of a platform taking their shit down or saying, well, you know, you're spewing violence or ultra right crap.
I like doing it because It's an outlet.
An outlet for everybody to hear her coughing.
Set up. And because I like our Madhouse crew.
Oh, our Madhouse crew rocks, man. It does.
I do it because I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing it.
And some of the stuff on Insane, I got to get back to making content and stuff, but it pisses you off when you see a bunch of AI videos talking all kinds of shit and nobody's showing their faces. So it's like, what kind of, platform is that?
I think you should post an AI video.
I won't
I'm
I won't let myself sink that low.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
YouTube is unique because of the interaction the viewers have with each other. You can't really do that on the other platforms.
That's true.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
That is true. I like YouTube because, I mean, it's like, hey, my favorite thing when I do the shows in the morning is, I read everybody's comments, or try to, because it's hard to do the show when you're doing it by yourself and keep up with the comments at the same time. But I do glance at the comments, and when I see ones that I like or I want to respond back to, hell, I'll read them on the air. I don't care. I do it. It helps. It helps to keep the show
Maybe
going.
I've been going through an identity crisis the last couple months.
I don't know. Have you?
I don't know.
Are you going through a midlife crisis?
No, it's not a midlife crisis.
Just
it's
an
basically
identity
a fuck you crisis.
You're like a go fuck off crisis.
And it has nothing to do with the viewership. It has everything to do with the platforms.
The platform is irritating. I mean, it's like it takes a lot to get to the point when you're doing YouTube as a creator to get to the point where you actually can get monetized. It's a long road. You have to have so many views, so many followers.
And you still ain't making shit.
So many of this, so many of that. And then on top of that, you got to have plenty of content. Mind you, that's why we try to do 5 days a week, but it gets us nowhere. It gets us nowhere. You think we'd be like filthy rich by now? Nope. No. And
that's why I feel sad, sad for Black Dragons, because he got demonetized for 90 days and has to go through all these type of steps. And it's like, dude, you ain't going to try to control me like that. Unbelievable.
And there's numerous times where they've actually kept our shows up and they've marked it as demonetized for that show.
Every show we do.
Yeah. It's like, I'd say about 75 to 80% of our shows get demonetized, but not the whole show as a whole.
1 million views pays 50 grand. Nope. Nope.
$50 maybe.
Nope.
$5. 1 million views. You get $5 for that. You can go get yourself a $5.
No, 1 million views, I think, is 150 to $200 is what it is on YouTube. That's what it is.
Thus the reason why.
And Mike's been getting his videos taken down too.
Thus the reason why I make absolutely no money on YouTube, because I'm lucky if my shows get 100 views.
Yeah, Dirty Knobs, yikes. That's about all you get on that, man. 150, $200, I think it is. And get 1 million views. That is all the stupid dash channels with 1 million followers amazes me.
I mean, I will say you've had shows in the past, when you guys were doing like the interviews of like people and stuff like that have popped high.
But you still don't get paid for shit.
No, you still don't get much. You don't. It is what it is.
Anyway, what do you all think, man? We went through a bunch of subjects today. Let me know in the comments section if it stays up. But over on X, formerly Twitter, I know it stays up over there.
Yeah.